Hello everyone and welcome back to the Disciplined Man series. Today we're going to talk about a very important part of a disciplined man's routine, mainly the diet. Unfortunately, this is a topic that gets neglected a lot. Now, I think that this is an easy mistake to do. You're sitting around reading or driving or watching some stupid movie. It's easy to start binging on those cookies or on those chocolates or on those damn good potato chips. But what you're eating, the food that you're ingesting daily, it really defines your mood, and it really defines the way that you're gonna perform physically, and more importantly, the way that you're gonna perform mentally throughout that specific day. What we're gonna prepare today, it's a very simple dish, nothing too sophisticated, omelette with cheese and a few slices of salami. However, it's a very healthy dish because it's full with proteins and fats, and that's what you want to start your morning with, particularly with a dish which is rich in these two macronutrients. As I said, omelette, cheese, and a few slices of salami. So let's go. Now, usually I pour 5 eggs in my omelette, and what I like to do first is to wash them very well of all the potential bacteria and dirt. That may sound a little bit paranoid, but still is really the safest way to maneuver them. You don't need no freaking salmonella food poisoning, so stay safe and let's go. I must mention that technically I don't need the entire 5 eggs. That's why I want to wash them first, because you use your hands all over them. So that's why you don't want to get any bacteria in there. You want to keep them safe. Even if you cook them, it's better to be safe than sorry. Discarding the shells. So I cracked 5 eggs in here. However, as I mentioned before, I don't eat all of it. There are 5 yolks in here, but I'll just leave 2 of them. 3 yolks I'm throwing away. There is a lot of research going on with scientists talking about the impact eating too many egg yolks can have on your health, and it's not clear yet. The discussions really go back and forth on this matter. A lot of the times people will say that they're not dangerous for your health, and here we go, 2 of them, they're mixing it up. And there's the other people claiming that eating too many egg yolks raises your cholesterol levels, mainly the so-called bad one, the LDL one. I don't know which side has the right answer yet, so just to be sure, I'm eating 2 egg yolks out of the 5 ones. That's what you get. Yeah. And you go mix it well. You want it to have a nice thinner texture, something like that. Now let's prepare the pan. Let it gather some heat first. I usually prepare my scrambled eggs with butter. Here we go. I don't like to fry it in oil of any kind. I usually do it with butter, and I'm thinking to do it with the coconut butter. I'll see, because there's a big hype around coconut oil, but from what I've read online, it's not that much of a miraculous source of fat. It contains too much saturated fat basically, so I'm not sure about that yet. The amount of butter that I usually use, it's about this much, a slice like that. It's like a slice which is not too big. Okay, we can see the butter starts to get really going. There we go. Then when all the butter is melted down, we pour the liquid. You want to sprinkle it around the pan, not just in one place. Also try not to set the temperature too high. And now for me it's pretty optimal, because if you putting it too high, this may it will cook them too fast, but if you keep it to a medium, it will cook them smoothly. Now what I like to do in the meantime is to prepare the cheese. I prepare the Gouda one, and then this is the salami that I like. So prepare the cheese. Cutting the wax off. At the same time, I'm monitoring the omelette. Watching it close. So here we see the scrambled eggs. I usually, in order to maneuver it, I usually cut it in 3 pieces. It's easier to turn it over. There we go. It's a little bit too much. So I usually keep the upper side only 1 minute, and the underside, it was on for about 3 minutes. It could have been like a little less, but it's good like that. And then you always have to check the upper side of the omelette. If the egg is still liquid, then probably the under of the omelette is not cooked yet. And it's approximately done. We'll check it in a minute. Yeah, it's all good. There we go. Now you cover the entire surface with cheese. You want to put it quick on the omelette while it's hot, and then you put the salami on. In this way you keep the heat inside the omelette for a little bit longer. allowing the cheese to melt down nicely for a creamier, tastier texture. Now you leave it like this for let's say 5 minutes, and this way the cheese melts down nicely and the salami heats a little bit and gets even tastier, while also the room will be filled with the flavor and you will get even more hungrier. So 3 strikes. Let's wait. This is the approximate look it gets in the end. It looks good, but trust me, it tastes even better. Now, why I concentrate so much on what I eat in the morning? Well, it's pretty simple. For the last 2 years, this is the dish that I've been eating in one way or another. For the last 1 year, I've been eating only 2 dishes in the morning. One of them is scrambled eggs plus an apple, and the second one is simple oatmeal with water mixed with a few spoons of fruit jam plus an apple and an banana. I like to eat my fruits in the morning. In my experience, it's very beneficial to have a limited, as much as possible, of a range of dishes that you are eating, especially in the morning. That's the easy part. The tricky part, however, is to get them right. You want to get as much as possible of vitamins and macronutrients in your body with these dishes. For example, with the scrambled eggs, you get a lot of proteins and you get a lot of fats. And that's really the macronutrients you want to start your morning with, because you need them for your brain activity. The fats are good for your brain activity. And in the same time, you want to feel full until around the lunch, until you have to eat lunch. Now remember, some simple bowl of sugary cereal with milk is not going to do the same job properly. You're gonna get a spike of energy for an hour and so, and after that you're gonna feel completely drained, empty until the lunch, or you want to stuff your mouth with other foods which are not necessarily good for you. That's why in the morning you want to get your body loaded with proteins and fat. This is what you really want to do. Mix it up in a proper, disciplined way while trying to get it right down to the last details. First of all, you have to find out what really works for your body, what really works for your digestive system. And in the same time, you really have to find out something that you like, because you're gonna have to do it for a long time. My advice for the morning meal is to have one dish which is full with proteins and fats, and the next morning to have another one loaded with carbs and dietary fiber. You really want to diversify it, but don't forget to also try and keep it simple. For me, it's usually like this. Monday I'm starting with the scrambled eggs. Tuesday I'm going with oatmeal. Wednesday scrambled eggs again, and Thursday it's the oatmeal, and so on and so on, with the exception of Sunday, because Sunday I don't eat at all, so it's easy. And having this dietary routine, it's easy on myself, really. It's easy on my body. Having the same type of dishes every morning, it's easy for your stomach. It always knows how to process them. No surprises for him and for you, really. And it's always nice to be able to plan ahead, and you always know what you're gonna pick to eat in the morning. You know, the forever question of waking up in the morning and not knowing what you're gonna eat today, that's another unnecessary mental pressure on yourself sometimes. Well, I bypass that. I simply know what I'm gonna eat today or tomorrow morning, or what I'm gonna eat half a year from now on. I already know what I'm gonna eat on a Wednesday morning, half a year from now on, and that's gonna be scrambled eggs. And I also know what I'm gonna eat on a Thursday 3 months from now on in the morning, and that's gonna be oatmeal with a few spoons of jam and an apple and a banana. Yeah, that's with the condition if I'm gonna be at home or in conditions where I can prepare my own breakfast. At least I already know that detail of my day. The breakfast, it's not an unknown for me. I have my schedule, I plan ahead. So as I said, Sunday I'm not eating. I'm eating 6 days a week. I'm waking up in the morning, I'm preparing it, I'm eating it, then I'm ready to go full blast on the day. Ciao. Thank you for watching this clip. Stay close for the next releases. Also, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. In the same time, I would really appreciate your support on patreon.com. This would give me an additional incentive to produce more clips like this, and it would mean personally a lot to me to see someone supporting my efforts to try and make discipline great again. You can see the link in the ending credits. That being said, bon appetit.